Hey everyone, this is Gleb Bakhmutov. In my previous video, I've shown how to test this carousel to confirm that it has at least 3 different slides. And the way we've done it was we would grab the caption from each slide, click on the next, grab another caption, go to the next, grab another caption until we see a repeated caption. That's how we know how many distinct slides we had. And today I want to show a slight improvement, in my opinion, on that test. So the current test is right here. This is our slide caption selector. Inside the slide, there is data site caption field. And we're keeping all the captions we've seen in a set of strings. Each time we're using Cypress-Recurse to grab the current caption, check if the local caption set has it. If it does, then we should stop. And if it doesn't, then we execute the commands inside the post callback where we get the current value. That's the value yielded by the first function. That's the caption string. We add it to the local variable and we click on the next slide and confirm that the slide changes by checking the caption value displayed. And then we confirm that if you convert the set of captions into an array of strings, then it's at least 2 items there, or more than 2, I should say. Okay, so we're using Cypress-Recurse command that allows you to do something inside the Cypress test until the condition predicate returns true. We want to get rid of this local variable though, because creating local variables, you run into question of timings and so on. And it's just extra details that can mess up the rest of the test. So Cypress-Recurse, which is right here, allows you to set up an accumulator. An accumulator is internal variable inside Cypress-Recurse that, for example, can maintain like the sum of all numbers. Okay, so instead of a local variable sum, you can say reduce from, that's the starting value, we start with 0, and then every time you get a number from the first function, you just add it to the current accumulator, and then you can yield the reduced value, which means reduce whatever sum you accumulated after you went through all the numbers. So that's how you get rid of local variables. So in our case, our reduce from would be new set of strings, and I'll just ignore because it's any data type. Actually, I don't need this is just a warning. I have a plugin that shows any unknown types. Okay, this is our first thing. Second, what we can do is say reduce, and this is I'm gonna just use the variable. So it takes 2 parameters. One is the current reducer or accumulator, and then the value. That's what's yielded by the first command, and Copilot correctly thinks, right? Yeah, just add it to the list of actions. That's all we want to do. And what we can do, we can remove the external variable, but we need the actual accumulator. So right here, we can ask for a property reduce. So this reduced is this caption's value. Okay, so we'll just add. Actually, we don't have to add, it's already there. Actually, we don't need this, right? We could get it, it's available, but we don't need that. Value is here, and all we have to do, we want to confirm that we want to yield the reduced value, which will be the set of captions. And right here, we can remove this and just say, okay, whatever you yield, convert it to an array, and so on. So let's see. Okay. Oh, we don't know when to stop. Okay, so this just throws an error. That's why it keeps iterating. We need the accumulated value, which will be here, right? And this is a set of strings, and now it should work. Perfect. So notice at the end, we got all the captions from that set. That's the reduced or accumulated value yielded by Cypress-Recurse, which we can use to check like its length. So again, no local variables, each time the value is yielded by this first function, inside the predicate you get that value and you get the accumulated or reduced array. In this case, it's a set. You start with an empty set, and every time you produce a value, you add it to that accumulator, and you want to yield the reduced value, not the last item. And then you can run all sorts of assertions. So this is a property of Cypress-Recurse plugin that allows you to get rid of local variables.